Good morning everyone, hopefully we're all having a good day today. I'm quite as well. Even though it's winter, it's quite warm today, which is great. And yeah, this grocery haul is going to be a bit different because it was going to be a weekly grocery haul, and I thought of changing it up a bit. So because I've just cleaned out my freezer, so we're just going to be doing like a grocery haul, but like a freezer fill up of meals that I'm going to make, because our situation has changed, because I'm doing some of my placements for my midwifery degree. So, and Cal, his hours have changed a little bit, so it's just kind of going and moving from what he used to do to shift work. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a grocery haul of freezer meals that I'm going to make, just so, because freezer meals are so much easier, that I found that especially when our hours are different. So if one of us is home, which obviously it will be, we can just like either stick it in a slow cooker and cook the dinner, or to stick it in the oven and it's ready in about 35 to 45 minutes. So yep, this is going to be a bit of a different one. So yeah, still a grocery haul, but just with a bit of a twist. And this video would definitely suit people that are either shift workers, parents and uni students like I am, but also this video definitely can help postpartum parents, so either mums and dads, especially when they bring home the newborn bub and they're so tired. So this video will definitely help quite a few people. So yeah, we'll get started and I'll see you later. Hello today, and yeah, I've just come back from doing my food shop for my freezer meals, and yeah, we'll just quickly go through what I've done, and after that, yeah, we'll just go from there. So yep, I'll just quickly go through my produce. So we've got some oranges, that will be pretty much for the fridge, so that's as anyone can snack on those if you want to. Some bananas, button mushrooms, which I've got a recipe of some beef stroganoff that I will freeze, so I've got about 3 of those. And it will move by when it comes. This is what's going to help as well when it comes to breakfast or lunches. I've got about, again, several packets of bagels, so I'll do a mixture of salami and cheese and ham and cheese. And yes, this is just, I've got a few packets of the beef stroganoff in the Maggi brand. Yep, quickly just put that. And yes, we've just got some big packets of oven chips. They're the big brand. So it's about the 1.5 2 kilo brand. So it's on sale. So I always love that to always have that on hand. So that helps a lot. Got a kilo packet of ham. I love to get that because it lasts a long time. Yes, altogether I've got about 8 packets of tortellini in just the different flavours. 1 in the chicken and mozzarella, and the last in the Ferguson Valley beef. And that I'll be making like a cheesy tortellini bake, which then I'll stick in the freezer as well. And all you'll need to do is cook it, is just, again, just stick it in the oven and you're all good. Some packets of brown rice, some orange juice and apple juice, because I always like to have that on hand just for the kids, and especially since it's the last week of the school and it'll be school holidays next week. Definitely need that to keep them all fueled. Yep. Some tomato paste. This is a mixture of garlic and ginger, tomato paste. These are the 4 white sauces they'll be putting in with the tortellini bake, and the 4 jars of pesto, so they'll be going together. It's around here somewhere, but I've got 4 packets of pancake batter, and I'll just mix some fruit and vegetables in with the actual batter, so when you go to cook it and freeze it, at least you know you're going to get a balanced diet with fruits and vegetables, because if you have young kids like I do, It's definitely good to hide it in pancakes, because who doesn't love pancakes? And yes, when it comes to the stroganoff, I've just got 4 small little containers of sour cream. And just some cheese, because there are slices. This is just for convenience personally. I'll be putting those directly in the bagels. And just the 4 milks. I've already got 2 in the fridge, so these ones will be going directly in the freezer, because again, growing up in the country, you just freeze as much as you can. And bread and milk are the 2, and cheese, they're the 3 particular things that I will buy extra when they're on sale and freeze them, but so they will be going in the freezer. Yes, I've got about 6 to 8 cans of diced, peeled or crushed tomatoes. It's really your personal preference, but really you can just chop it up and it's pretty much exactly the same. And yes, I've got about 2 packets of garlic bread, because you can have those with so many different meals that I'm planning. And yes, we've got quite a few trays of chicken breast. It really depends if you like breast, thighs, it really doesn't matter. But with these, I will be sticking it in the pressure cooker tomorrow and just shredding it all up. So I'll just be making it into a chicken parmesan casserole, which I'm very looking forward to. So that's what that's for. Philadelphia cream cheese, the 2 of those. That's just obviously for the bagels. So I've got those. And yes, this is a bit different. I've got about 4 packets of these meatballs. So yeah, we've got some meatballs. I'll be making Hawaiian meatballs. I'll be sticking in a bag, but then yeah, I'll show you later what I'll do with these. And yes, I've got some mince. I'll be making some shepherd's pies in those, and I'll just be breaking that into 4 different sections. And yes, we've just got some steaks that I'll be breaking down into. So there's for the stroganoff. Some mixed vegetables that I can always add into the different meals to bulk it up. And I also like to have these on hand just in case you just can't make it to the shops. You always got your veggies on hand, so I always love to have extras of these. And yes, I've got my few trays of lasagna just because I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, we just like this brand of the Annabelle's lasagna, and it's just something easy, especially when you're having a busy day, which is great. So we've got these. Yep, just as this, the 2 trays of salami, that would obviously go with the bagels for breakfasts that you can have, or lunches. And so you just pretty much need to stick it either in the microwave, whatever you prefer, or a sandwich press, and it would work just as good. And just some 2 butternut pumpkins, which I'll be making a butternut mac and cheese, which I'm looking forward to that. And yep, just all the trays of about 6 packets of pasta. This is just, they can go along with the stroganoff that we've got making, or it's just good to have it on hand, so it's your personal preference if you want pasta or rice. So I've got some of that to add to the dinners. Some panko breadcrumbs. I always like to have this, but also this will be going on top of to add to a crumb to the mac and cheese. And this is a big packet of grated cheese. Pretty much nearly every recipe requires cheese, so I got your 2 kilo bag, and that's one thing. It's just so you don't have to grate everything, it's already done for you, which is great. And again, just got my rigatoni and just the macaroni size ones, just for the mac and cheese. I did have a chicken twisties one, but then my eldest boy ate it, so it's all good. I'll buy one later. But yeah, we've got the cheese twisties just for the upcoming school holidays. And yes, the sauces are probably just hiding, but we've got 4 of the red sauces. These will be for the chicken and parmesan casseroles. Then you've got the 4 pineapple chunks, which will be in for the Hawaiian meatballs. So here we go. The sweet chili sauce, because I love chili. It's pretty much good with everything. And this one will be for, you probably need a cup of it for each section for the Hawaiian meatballs. Because that's one thing I forgot to add last time I made it, was a sweet chili sauce, and it just definitely looking forward to the heat, which is great. And yeah, this is the last one that we couldn't find, and just so here it is. So I've got the 4 pancake mixes, Yep, some teriyaki chicken, because that will be some what I'll be adding to the shredded up chicken. So I'll be shredding it up and then separating it into two different meals that I'll be making. So that's one of them. These two, because the tomato and the barbecue sauce, because we always seem to run out quicker than anything. And yes, a packet of parmesan, because we've got quite a few cheese dishes made up, and that would go quite nicely with it. Again, the parmesan chicken casserole, which I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm sure we'll find other good things that will go with that. So cheddar and parmesan will be fine. And the jar of honey, because my eldest boy loves honey, so we've got this. And also as well, we like to have it in porridges. He likes to have it on his wheat bix, and a bit of this will be going in the Hawaiian meatballs as well, with the chili sauce and other soy sauces and everything. But luckily we've already got that in the cupboard, so yep, I always like to have this on hand. And yeah, just as this is our last section of our produce, we like to eat a lot of onions. It's either for dinner or breakfast. So one bag will be, we'll just chop it up bulk, and this will be going in the food that we've got planned, and just an extra, this is so we can have it on hand and we'll use it as we need it. And here we go, we've just got 2 packets of apples, because again, just so we can have the snacks on hand, especially when it comes to holidays. And it's just a packet of and just the last packet of tomatoes, because we like to add different things. We like to cook them up for breakfast as well. And lastly, a bag of potatoes, because again, for the shepherd's pie, but also because you can make so many good things out of it, so you always have that on hand. And yeah, just lastly, we've got quite a lot of food, as you can tell, but it would make sense once you see what I'm making with it. Yeah, I've just got one fresh raw beetroot. I like to mix that in, just chop it up, peel it, clean it, and just put it in with our pancakes. So just because I love what it does for your body, which is great. And yeah, lastly, I've just quickly got all these silver tin trays ready for the cook up, and it looks a bit crazy, but it'll be 100% worth it. So to stick it in the freezer and it'll be good. So we've got all these trays, and I always make sure I have you attach the lid with it, so you can just quickly write what it is and the directions of how to cook it, and you'll be fine. And yes, I've also just got a quickly amount of snap lock bags in the large jumbo size. They'll be to add the different meals in. This is just the quick look of the bags that I couldn't find, but I found them now. So yeah, here's again just the trays. Here's the jumbo size storage bag. So you can either get the snap locks, so it really depends on what topping you want of how it seals up, but these ones are absolutely fine, so the jumbo. And just in case I don't have enough, I just have this large one in the pantry, so even if it's a bit smaller, I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, this will be everything that I'll be putting into, but I'll be putting the food into. So yep, we'll see you later when everything's full. Yep, meal 1 is a tortellini bake. All we'll need is just a nice large tray with the lid, and you're pretty much all good. So yep, we just use 2 packets of the tortellini. Yep, and just one jar of the basil pesto and 1 jar of the white sauce. So all you'll need to do is just mix it together in a large container and add some cheese. And yep, and just stick it all in the tray with the lid, and you're all good. And yep, just stick it in the freezer. And here it is. There's some chicken teriyaki for our next section for our freezer meals. So yeah, I've just got some simple marinade of chicken teriyaki and about 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste, because I just love the taste of it. So yeah, we'll just separate it into 3 bags. I've just chucked some mixed vegetables in it. So yep, it's all nice and marinating. So yep, this one will be going straight in the freezer as well, alongside with the tortellini bake. And after that, I'm just getting set on some other chicken casseroles as well that I'll show you once I've got that in the silver tin foil. So we'll see you later. This is just my next one of some chicken and parmesan style chicken casserole. So it's pretty much just some chicken that I've just shredded up in the pressure cooker, some marinara sauce, and just some mixed vegetables again. And yeah, you just can put a layer of cheddar cheese over it. Then after that, just put over your panko breadcrumbs and your parmesan cheese. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but that's pretty much it. Definitely looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Here we have is our next bit of our freezer meals of some Hawaiian meatballs. So all we have in here is just some meatballs that were in the freezer, some diced pineapple, some soya sauce, and a bit of our sweet chili sauce. You can have an option of adding honey, but that's just personal preference. But one thing that you can add later is some frozen vegetables. I happen to run out, but that's something you can always get later or just add on the day and it'll be absolutely fine. So yep, this is our thing, and I'll just add these ones to the freezer and we'll go to the next one going again. And this is my next one for my freezer meals. Yep, I've probably got about 2 or so little trays left to do of these because I cooked quite a lot. Yep, this is this roasted pumpkin mac and cheese, and this is stock it up with vegetables. I just added in altogether. I probably added about 1.5 butternut pumpkins, about 3 carrots, and about 2 sweet potatoes, just so I can bulk it up a bit. And yeah, you just cooked the macaroni, blended up once the vegetables were roasted, you just pretty much blended it up and then mix it in with the cooked pasta. Put it over the layers, and yep, just over this layer I just put some cheddar cheese, some parmesan cheese, and I did a quick coating of panko breadcrumbs as well. So yep, and see you in the next one. Here we go, our next freezer meal is of some beef stroganoff. So here we go, I've just got some penne pasta, some stripped beef that I pretty much just got a few kilos of steak and just cut it up into strips, because here it just works out a lot cheaper than if you get the already stripped steak. And just once it was all cooked, I mixed in some mushrooms and some sour cream, and along with all the marinade, and it was very nice, and I'm very looking forward to that. So I do have some left over, so I'll just have it for dinner tonight. And yes, this is the packet that I pretty much got here. I can make it from scratch, but it will just take a while, so I thought I'll just do this and just to help with the timing. And yes, we're all done. So here it goes in the freezer, and we'll see you in the next one. And hi, this is our last meal. So as you can tell on the top left, I've made some ham and cheese bagels. So that's just some cut up bagels with ham and cheese in it, so it's nice and simple. On the bottom left, I have some pizza bagels, yeah, right here, so which is just cut up bagels, tomato paste, cream cheese, some cheese, and then we've got some salami or pepperoni, whatever you prefer. And then on the top right, we've got some pancakes, so it's just some obvious plain flour and some fruit that I've added in, which is some bananas and apples, and just to help thicken it up and add some more health and vitamins to it, I've added some carrot and some spinach and some beetroot. I always like to add my vegetables into the pancake because this makes it so much better. Here I am, all finished for the day. I know it's going to help in the long run, but man, that took a long time. So yep, as you can tell, I kind of put all the milks and everything down the bottom. The pancakes right there. Yeah, and just the rest of the groceries, and as you can tell, everything's stacked up. And along with the rest of the bagels here. And yep, so I'm definitely looking forward to that, because this is where I did it because my partner's shift work hours has gotten strange and it's changed. And also this is when, in the next few weeks, is when my placement hours will come into effect. So yes, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video today. Hopefully it's given you some ideas of possibly meal planning and freezer meal planning, because it does help a lot. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more future videos. So yeah, hopefully you all have a good day or night, no matter where you are. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.